Okay, so today we're going to take a look at our image rotator module and show you how that works. So the first thing I've done in this scenario is I received these pictures, which are fairly large. As you can see, they're 4,000 pixels across. So what I did first is I sized them down to a more manageable dimension of 800 by 514. It's important when we use the image rotator that all of the images are the exact same size, or at least the exact same aspect ratio. That's width to height. Okay, so now that we have our images, what we're going to do is first we're going to look at this and see, okay, where do we want to put the image rotator? So I'm going to throw this into view mode, or excuse me, layout mode, so we can see all of the content panes here. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to move this up since it's of importance. So let's take this to the top pane. And then what we're going to do is, actually we're going to pull all of these down. We're going to take these down to bottom 1 through 3. So this is going to go to bottom 1. This is going to go to bottom 2. And as you'll see here in a second, obviously when we put this back into view or edit mode, we're going to not see all this extra white space because it doesn't render if the panels aren't being used. Okay, so we're going to move this down to user 1 now, so it's left adjusted. If I can find it, there we go. Okay, so this gives us user 2 here. So now if we go back to edit, the only thing we're going to notice is this is now on the top, but now we want to use this extra pane here that isn't being used right now. So we're going to go to modules, switch to all categories. We're going to go in and find image rotator. Here she is. We're going to give it a title of image rotator. Now we're going to hide that, but it's just for our information. And we're going to put this in user 2, which is going to be next to that content there. We're going to go ahead and add that. Okay, first thing we notice is we have the default skin on here, and we don't want that, so we're going to get rid of that. So we're going to go to settings, page settings, and we're going to put it on dark night invisible, and that's going to get rid of the default styling for us. And now we see the header is gone. Okay, and then next we want to put some images in, so we're going to do edit images. And we get this handy dandy page here. We're going to remove the text that was there. We're going to open Image Manager. And our best bet here is going to be creating a new folder to keep these images straight for us. So we're going to just call it Image Rotator. You can call it whatever you want. So we're just going to create a new folder there. Okay, and then inside this folder, we're going to upload our new images. There we go. Okay, so there's number 1, there's number 2, there's number 3, there's number 4. We're going to upload those. Okay, and then all we do is literally just insert each one of the images one after another to save time. If they're named appropriately, I just like doing this. Just speeds the process. There's image 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we can stretch this out. We can see the 4 images are in there. And as you can see, they're kind of big, but that's okay for the time being here. So we're going to hit update. That's going to save the pictures into the rotator. And then as you can see, this looks crazy thus far. Now what we need to do is we need to go into the settings for the module. So manage and then settings. And there's a new tab over here called image rotator settings. And what we want to do is we want to say, let's delay the image switch by 3000 milliseconds, which is 3 seconds. And we need to size the image, so we're going to guess at, let's say, about 400 and wide and about 260 6 tall. This is some extra styling if you want to apply it, CSS styling if you want to apply it to the image. Template's not used. We're going to hit update. And now what we should see is it rotating every 3 seconds through each one of those images for us. And you can see that's pretty quick yet, so we're just going to go back into settings. Let's take this up to 4.5 seconds. That way it gives the user a little bit longer to look at the picture. Page will refresh. Now the delay is a little bit slower for us. There we go. So we can do that now. If you want, you can rearrange how the modules are sitting on the page. The module works just like any other. So you can see here's the content, here's the image rotator, and then our 3 buckets at the bottom here. And if we just put it in a view mode, you get an idea here of what it looks like to a regular user. And then as far as changing the images or adding additional ones, all you got to do is click on the Edit Images link. It'll bring up the editor again. You can add, remove, delete. If you wanted to reorder them, I always just do it like this because you don't have to worry about moving the pictures. And then you just press update at the bottom and you're all set again. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask by emailing us at connect@milwaukeepc.com.